basic programming construct also. I will share the notes along with the networks topic. Okay. So let me share the screen first. So we'll be saying the basic programming construct. And that is your programming construct. You will be learning 3 of the statements under this. Okay. So the first one is sequence construct. Second one is selection construct, and third one is iteration construct. This particular topic is the most important topic. Your entire C, this is the where this thing will start up. Your entire C, in the entire C, this is the basic construct where your entire logic is based on these things. Okay. So you have these 3 main under this, under selection construct. Okay. Under selection construct, you will be studying 4 statements under this. Simple if statement, or if else statement. All these are small letters itself. Simple if else. Next it is if else if statement, and next is multiple selection statement. So under selection construct you have 4, and under iteration construct you have 3. This is while loop, do while loop, for loop. And these are all. C is case sensitive, and all these things are small letters. I will increase the size. I'll increase the font size. Now I think this is this should be fine. Right. Now I am just explain you each one of them. And we'll proceed. Siddesh, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Screen share agilva?
Screen share agide, ma'am.
Agidya?
Yes, ma'am.
Why is it I am not able to make out? Okay, that's fine. In classmate, Bhavana, she is repeatedly calling me from yesterday. She told us she will not be attending the classes. I have just told, okay, that's fine. Sumna call ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. What can I do with the attendance? As of now, I can't tell anything. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ.
ಆಯ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಸಾರಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳೋಣ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ.
ಅದ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ನೀವಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಎಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಕ್ರಿ ನಿಮ್ದು? ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್?
ನೆನ್ನೆ ಮಾತ್ರ
ರೀ, ಅದು ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ರೀ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್. ನಾನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಆಗಿ. ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೇ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಇಂದ ನಾವು ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿರೋದು ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಿಮ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಸ್ ಅದು ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್. ಆ ತರದ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಎಂಡ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿ ಅಲ್ಲ.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನಾನು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ಹಲೋ,
ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ.
ವಿಲ್ ಟಾಕ್ ಲೇಟರ್ ದೆನ್. ಐ ಥಾಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್. ವಿಲ್ ಟಾಕ್ ಲೇಟರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್. See here. So I just told these are the three main construct available. And this, the sequence construct is the most simplest one, very most simplest one. Okay, and this one, the selection and the iteration. Under selection, you have these 4 construct, and the iteration you have these 3. So 4 plus 3, these are the 7 statements. 7 construct, whatever you call. Okay, these are very, 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 very important. Most of the questions will be framed from this. Questions is pakka from this particular part. Okay, now we'll just see what is the sequence construct. We here before just there is an, you can just see there is a flow chart format here for all the 3. That is for the sequence construct, selection construct, iteration construct. You just see the flowchart format, and then I'll explain what is the sequence construct, what is the selection construct, and what is the iteration construct. Now, as you see the sequence construct, you have nothing in the sequence construct. Here, like you have the block, say you just say it's code. Okay. Here, the first block, if you just consider this as a first block, the first block will be executed only when the first block is executed, and next your second block will be executed. So here the execution of the statements takes place from top to bottom, one after the other in a sequence. That's it. It is a unidirection. You can just see it's a unidirection. That is, first this block should be executed, later on this block, followed by this block. You can't execute this block first and you can't go back, or you can't execute this and you can't go back. Once this execution is over, only then it will just come. So here the output, whatever you just get, the input, the output of this will be the input to this particular block. It is something like that. It is a sequence construct. Here the execution of the statements will take place from one after the other sequentially. That is why it is named as sequence construct. The next is the selection construct. What is this selection construct? See, in the sequence construct, you had a set of statements, and each set of statement, one after the other, each statement would be executed. Okay, but in selection statement, it is something like you have the here you will have to choose. You have to choose. There are various options available based on the condition, based on your requirement, or based on the condition. You will be choosing a particular path. That is the selection construct. Like you are choosing one. There are so many alternatives from which you are choosing a particular one. That is the selection construct. As the name indicates, you are going to select the statement. In iteration statement, you have a statement, right? You have a statement. The statements will also execute. Here, iteration, you have certain set of statements which have to be executed again and again. Some repeated execution. Say here you can see the loop. Here it is forming a loop. Certain set of statements will be executed again and again till the condition goes false. It is truly based on the condition. If the condition is true, these statements will be executed again and again till the condition goes false. So these are the 3 main types of construct available. The first one is the sequence construct, The second one is the selection construct. The third one is the iteration construct. Okay. Now, in the sequence construct, you don't have anything else within this. This is applicable for each and every program. That is, any line of code is given. It is as simple as like you have a sheet of paper, you have written some text. So from bottom till end, you will be reading one after the other. One line after the other, you're just going to read. Okay. That's it in the sequence construct. Now, next we will see the selection construct. As I told, in the selection construct, you will have to choose, right? Selection, you have to choose which statement you're going to execute or not. For this particular thing, here you have again another 4 statements here. We will just see each one in detail. Each one in detail. Before that, should I type in for sequence construct, or I will just explain it and later on I'll type it and I'll send it to you? What I should do? What I'll do? Chat box. How you people? You want me to type in here only the content, or shall I type in later and I'll share you the notes? Because typing will consume more and more time. So what I do, whatever is required, that I will just type in now. I'll explain you the code. Code. Then later on, for that I will add more text and I will send it to you. Is that fine?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. So first we'll just see simplest statement. Simplest statement. First, we will see the syntax. Should I increase the font size or this is fine?
Increase it.
Increase it, huh? Okay. 16 is fine?
Yeah,
Is
ma'am.
this fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. See here. This statement is also called as one-way or decision structure. It is called as one-way decision structure. Why it is called, we'll just see later. Now I'll just say, if condition, there is a condition, okay, you have a statement A, close statement, yeah. So here, if condition, the condition is true. See, after this, here, this all is in, what you say that, lowercase letters, lowercase. Okay. If condition, And for this condition, you will be using this parenthesis itself. You're not using square bracket. You're not using flower bracket, anything. There is no semicolon here. After the if condition, you have an opening flower bracket. You have a statement A here. Then the statement, this is flower bracket is closed. Then you have a statement B. What this tells is like, here you have a condition. If this condition is true, you have a condition. What condition? I will just explain you while giving the example. If this condition is true, your statement A will be executed. If the condition is true, statement A will be executed, and then statement B will be executed as it is. In case the condition is false, the condition is not true, at that time, we'll directly go and execute statement B. So in this simple if statement, what happens is like, your statement A will be executed only if the condition is true. Okay, if the condition is true, statement A is executed, or statement B is executed. Flowchart form, I'll just I had downloaded this from internet. I will, as of now, I'll use that only. Wait. Delete. Confused. Okay. Hey, come down. Hey. Okay. If condition, insert, what I'll do is shapes. I will take rectangle box. I will take because we are not, we still don't know.
ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿರೋದು ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡೋದ್ರೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡೋದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಬಾರ್ದು ಖಾಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಏಯ್ ಬೇಕಿನ ಏಯ್ ಓಯ್ ನೀನೇ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಗ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡೋದ
Okay.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋದು ಪಕ್ಕ ಬರಬೇಡ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಅಜ್ಜಿತ್ತು
If condition, I'll say statement A or statement B. So I'll just write this is true. Yeah. See here. This one. If the condition, if this condition is true, if this you have, whenever there is a condition, you have it two parts. That is what your selection construct is. Based on the condition, you have to choose the path. You have to select. Okay. Here you have a condition. In case the condition is true, the statement A will be executed. If it is true, it will take this path. The statement will be executed. Again, it will just come down and the statement B will be executed. Whereas if the condition is false, directly the statement B will be executed. So this particular statement will not be executed at all. Directly statement B will be executed. Type later, I mentioned. Okay. Hey. I'll just tell the example now. See, that is why it is called as one-way branch decision structure, because if it is right, it is just here, it is like only one-way branch, which is branching one side. That is the reason it is called one-way branch. So I'll take an example. If amount or some variable is greater than or equal to 5,000, I'll just say discount is equal to, so here what we are just doing is like, say, you know, in the seasons, see festival seasons on New Year and all, you just every showroom there'll be a discount. So how in such a scenarios this will be applicable? How? Say here, and according to this particular example, if you shop, say I'll just say if you shop above 2,000 or above, a 20% discount will be applicable. If you shop for 2,000 and above, 20% discount is applicable. Okay. Now, in case you are not shopping, like you are shopping for 1,200, discount should not be applicable. That is what. So here I'll just say amount discount is equal to amount into 20%, 0.20. Next, you'll just say total bill is equal to amount minus discount. See, this is the simplest statement conditions. See here, here you are just asking if amount is greater than 5,000. So what is the amount? Amount, say for example, I and for 2,000 I told. Okay, I told for 2,000 greater than. So now, in case the amount will be 5,000, I'll pass on 5,000. It will just check, is 5,000 greater than or equal to 2,000? No, 5,000 is, yes, 5,000 is greater than 2,000. At that time, the condition is true. When the condition is true, you just come down here. Discount is going to amount into 0.20. What is the amount now? It is 5,000. 5,000 into 20%. What is 5,000 into 20%? How much you get? 5,000 into 20 divided by 100. Esto? 5,000 into 20 divided by 100.
1000 now.
Ma'am, 1,000 rupees discount, 4,000 will be done.
Yes, the discount will be 1,000 rupees. Again, she'll just come. Your total bill needs to be calculated. Here you are just telling 5,000 minus discount is 1,000. So the total bill is 4,000. This will be paid. Say, for example, if the amount is less than 2,000, say the amount is 1,000 rupees here. So here at that time, the condition is failure. 1,000 is not greater than 2,000. At that time, what happened? It will directly come here. Okay. And for this, the bill, total bill is equal to amount. Amount is nothing but how much? 1,000 minus discount is 0. Initially, we will initialize the discount to 0. So amount is equal, 1,000 minus 0 is 1,000. The bill will be 1,000. Any doubts you have?
Ma'am, but in the second statement, there is no talking of discount earlier. So it will execute if the second statement, then what it will be taking, it will be taking discount by itself only, ma'am.
Sorry, tell me, repeat once again.
Ma'am, I'm saying that in the second statement, there is,
Okay.
if the computer will, if the system will execute second statement, then how will it take the discount by itself? We have not talked to discount by itself now. In the first statement, we are talking of the discount now. So how will it take discount by itself, ma'am?
Okay, I'll just see. In whenever you are writing the program, see, this is just the code snippet of the program. You have to declare the statements and all, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Generally, this is a simple. So generally, when you're starting up, you're starting with hash include stdio.h. Only for one program, I'll show you. So then maybe you people will understand better. Main function. This m is smaller m. I'll show you once. Shit. Okay, so I will just say int space. I have to use no amount. Okay, and total total bill. This is one variable. Amount is one variable. Total bill is one variable, and discount is a variable. So while declaring here, I will use discount is equal to 0. I am initializing discount is equal to 0. Got it? Understood? Now,
Yes, ma'am.
in the program here, what I will do is like I'll just say printf enter the amount. Okay. So here you will just get scanf %t ampersand ampersand amt. Okay. After this will continue. Okay. And at the end, you are writing printf the total bill is percentage. See, bill no, here you have to take float amount, everything, you know, you just take float percentage f total bill. Next, what you'll do, you will just use get CHN. Right. So now we are talking only about this. Whenever you're explaining the programming construct or the logic, you are only concerned with this. The rest are just you're taking the input and output statements you are leaving. Understood? Any doubts you have? This is what your doubt now, how it will take discount itself as 0, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Here in the program, we are going to initialize the discount to 0, because in case we don't initialize the discount to 0, there are chances that it will take any garbage value. That is the reason we need to give some initial value.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Any other doubts?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, you told that simple if statement is a one-way decision structure.
Yes.
Shouldn't it be a two-way decision statement? Because we have two paths to follow, one for the true statement and other for the false condition.
No. One-way decision is like it is branching out. It is branching out one way. This is the same, right? The sequence also it is the same. It is branching out one way.
Yes, ma'am.
That is the reason we just tell. For if, else, see, listen here. Here, for your if else condition, what happens? No. Here, if condition or true statement, A will come here. For this, here again, it will just come, your statement B will come here. This side. Two-way branch. You are branching. Here it is not branching. Only this side it is branching. No, this side only you have called. This side you don't have anything else. That is the reason it is called one-way branch. Any other doubts?
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
I'll give you 2 minutes time. If you have any doubts, you can get back to me.
ಅಮ್ಮ ಫೋನ್ ಹೊಡ್ದಾಕ್ತೀನಮ್ಮ.
Any doubts?
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅದು ಡ್ರೈ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಅವಳಂಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕಣ್ಣ ಮಿಸ್ಡ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಚಿಕ್ಕಣ್ಣ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡೋದು. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್. ಫೋನ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ, ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ. ರವಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ಯಾ? ಅವಳಿಗೆ ನೋಡು, ತೃಪ್ತಿಗೆ ಉಸಿರಾಡಕ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಂತೆ. ಹೋಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇ ತೆಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಉಸಿರಾಡಕ್ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಂತ. ಆವಾಗ್ಲೇ ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತಗೊಳಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದ. ಅವಳು ಹೇಳೋದು ನಂಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಹಂಗೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕಣ್ಣದು ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಚಿಕ್ಕಣ್ಣನೇ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾವ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಏನೋ ಉಸಿರು ತಗೊಳಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ನೋಯ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಉಸಿರು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅವಳಿಗೆ.
ಬೇಗ
ಬಾ, ನೀನ್ ಮನೆಗ್ ಬಾ. ಬಾ
ದೊಡ್ಡ ಉಸಿರು ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡಿ
ಏನಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇದು?
ಏನು ಎದುರ್ಬೇಡ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿದೆ.
Yeah. ಆಯ್ತು, ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ, ನಂದು ಒಂದು 15 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮುಗ್ದೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay. So sorry students, that was an kind of an emergency. Okay. Any doubts in this? You all went through? Do you have any doubts on this?
No, ma'am.
Sure, 100%. So the next statement is if-else statement. I don't think so. I can complete if-else statement. Time if I have 10 minutes. If-else statement. So this statement, you can also call it as a statement or a structure. It is one and the same. This structure is also known as two-way branch decision structure. Two-way branch decision structure. ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಇರಮ್ಮ, ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ. Syntax. ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇ ತೆಗಿಸ್ಲೇಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. ಓ ತಲೆ ಇದು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಹೀಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ? If condition, see here what happens is like in the simple if it was true, a statement would be executed, else no. Here in if else, you have two things. If the condition is true, certain set of statements will be executed. If the condition is false, another set of statements will be executed. Okay. ರವಿ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ಳು ಮಾಡ್ದ? ಅವಳು ಹಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾವಳ? ಯಾಷ್ಟು ದೂರ ಬೇಡ ರವಿ?
ದೂರ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಇರೋ ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ಅಷ್ಟು ದೂರ ಗಿಸ್ಕೂರ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಚಿಕ್ಕದ ನೋಡಕ.
See, this is the syntax. Maybe after the explaining the syntax, I'll just log off. My sister is not keeping well, so I need to I'll log off. I'll just explain this. In any doubts you have, you can just ask me in the next classes. See here, if the condition is there, based on this condition, in case this condition is true, this statement A will be executed. Okay, followed by statement C. Whereas if the condition is false, statement B will be executed, followed by statement C. The statement here, the statement C is like any other statements if you have in the code. Based on the condition, if the this block is called as an true block and this is called as an false block. If block statements, this is called as an true block statements. Right? In case the condition is true, statement A will be executed, that is true block statements will be executed. Else false block statement will be executed. Only either one set of the statements will be executed based on the condition. Here both the statements will not be executed simultaneously. Understood? Shall I continue this in the next class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I have an emergency. I'll just
Yeah,
continue
yeah,
in the next class. Huh? Sorry,
Yes,
sorry.
ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, okay. Leave. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Yeah.